Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to WizdomDropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. My name is TONIA, and today we're discussing you, Moon and Taurus people. I am pumped because there's so many strengths to a Moon in Taurus, and there's also weaknesses like any placement. So we're going to talk about what makes you so unique, so special, and some of your unique strengths and weaknesses in this vid, of course. But before I do, a couple quick caveats for you. Number one, subscribe if you vibe, because we is building tribe, Moon and Taurus. That is what the WizdomDropz platform is here for, so be here for it, okay? Number two, I have an astrology course I'm very pumped and excited to be announcing for you all. If you are tired of looking at all the different horoscopes and all the different astrologers' interpretations, and you want to once and for all up your skill to where you know what a chart means looking at it, you want to have that skill set, you want to have that value in your hand that nobody can take from you, okay? And pay once to get all of that over the course of 3 months in a condensed, quickly paced, interactive course where you're not just sitting there listening to somebody like, wah, 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 Charlie Brown, then this is for you. So reach out to me at WizdomDropz@gmail.com. Deets for that down below. Last but not least, if you want a reading with me, I am always available for those. If you're just not ready to take your own skill set up to that next level, you don't want to build the chops quite yet, I do a heck of a reading, and it would be my honor to look at your chart, Moon and Taurus. Moving forward, let's talk about some of your strengths and weaknesses, okay? Let's start with strengths because it's more fun. Strengths of a Moon and Taurus. First things first, you are very dependable people if you decide to anchor onto something and to really dedicate yourself. Not only that, you are hella loyal, Moon and Taurus. If you decide that you are loyal to somebody, you are firmly loyal to somebody. You are the rock of the zodiac. Taurus energy is very much so a rock, but put the moon there. The moon rules the soul and the body. In ancient astrology, it's the body. It rules the soul, the mind at like a subconscious level. I look at the moon like who's behind the steering wheel. The pilot is kind of like in some ways the sun, like where we're going or whatever, but who's behind the steering wheel really? Like who's really in charge? That's a Moon and Taurus for you if that's the case in your birth chart, okay? So you are dependable. And at a lower level, you can turn really stubborn because once you arrive, Taurus, Moon and Taurus, once you arrive at where you're at in terms of your goals or what you decide to anchor yourself into, okay, you are there. Nobody's going to mess with that. Once you are anchored in to that place of decision, done, game over, because you're fixed and you're earth. So you put the moon, which is one's feelings, emotions, and your soul in that Taurus element, and it might take you some time, Taurus, to get to where you decide where you really stand on something, but trust and believe once you do, it's done, okay? Gifts, okay, of this sign, this placement, the moon being in Taurus, you can be one hell of a singer because Taurus rules the throat and the mouth and like the voice that comes out of that. Its planetary ruler is Venus, okay? So it's all about beautifying as well. So Moon and Taurus people can be really good designers, they can be really good singers, they can be really good people who just bring in more Venusian comfort into the world, okay? Because Taurus is Venusian ruled and it is of the earth element, so it's in the tangible third dimension reality. You're of the tangible and auditory as well. It has to do with senses, the 5 senses of this tangible body that we're in. You know what I'm saying? So does it look pretty? Does it sound soothing or appealing? You know what I mean? It's like, and does it taste? So you can also be really good chefs for that matter. Moon and Taurus people can absolutely be very good cooks because they're not really trying to eat anything that they don't feel is actually satisfying to them. That's just how the Moon and Taurus rolls. Other pitfalls of this energy, before I get to the celebrity with Moon and Taurus that we're going to be highlighting here, you can definitely, like I said, be stubborn and get stuck in your ways and just get really myopic in your views, but you can also get lazy with the Moon and Taurus if you don't feel motivated. And if it's what it really comes down to, Moon and Taurus, is that if there's not like pleasure at the end game, or if there's not like an undertone of like, I enjoy this is bringing beauty and comfort and pleasure into my world, if that's not like the baseline, in your experience of whatever you're actually doing, you can just not be there for it. But if you are there and you do enjoy the experience, you're going to be like, you know, solid in it because you want to manifest that actual level of pleasure and enjoyment that's going to sustain you over a longer period of time. The fixed signs, they just sometimes take more time, but once they really dedicate themselves to something, they're done. Especially Earth takes a lot longer. So Moon and Taurus is like the slow one, right? But it's like once it gets there, it's worth it, the wait. You know, that's kind of the Moon and Taurus philosophy. Also, another strength, you can be really good business people, exceptional business acumen. Because Taurus is the sign of business. It's the sign of worth and value. Venus rules money, and Earth signs rule the third dimension. So you put that together, you have strong predisposition to be a business person or involved with accounting in some way, shape, or form. I know somebody with a Moon in Taurus who's a badass accountant. That's just what it comes down to, because it's all about the tangible value, tangible reality, food, money, shelter, the things that are very tangible to our existence, you feel? That's all Moon in Taurus. Now the celeb, Christina Aguilera. You know that woman can sing. Tell me Christina Aguilera cannot sing, and I'll be like, lies, you know what I mean? That's the gift of Moon and Taurus. It gives you this beauty, you know, and this ability to manifest it. And if you don't sing, don't worry. There's so many ways I just listed for you that are, you know, different than that. But it's just a quintessential, like, oh my God, duh, of course she has a Moon and Taurus example. And she's like known for that. I mean, the woman has this incredible range, and she can do like, that crazy, like, I don't even know how to articulate that, but like, she's insane. She's amazing, right? Another celebrity, Cameron Diaz. Now, Cameron Diaz also has the ruler of Taurus, Venus, on the ascendant in Cancer, if memory serves. And so that gives her extra predisposition to being like a model and like a sex symbol and stuff, because the moon's ruler in ancient astrology, the moon is the body, but the planetary ruler of that moon placement is on her physical embodiment, ascendant, and how she'll physically manifest in the world, ascendant. You see what I'm saying? So she has like a double dose of that, with like the Cancer energy being like very femme, sexy femme energy in and of itself. So there's that. But you can see how in both of those women there's like a certain earthy appeal to them. They seem like they're very like kind of grounded at certain levels, right? That's just like that Moon and Taurus vibe, okay? I could talk forever about this, but be sure to like the vid if it brought you value, subscribe if you vibe, because we is building a tribe. If you want a reading or hear more about the course details, WizdomDropz@gmail.com, all Z's. And with that said, my friend, until next time and through next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.